everybody? What is the deal? Welcome to Raider Nation Unlimited. I am your man, Wasted Talent. Man, oh man, I am so juiced up. I am excited. The equinox is fastly approaching. The equinox is actually here, ladies and gentlemen, because training camp has started today. Things are moving, things are shaking, things are happening. There's football taking place. And let me tell you something, man. I am elated right now, man. It's unbelievable, man. I just listen, man. I have been having football withdrawals. I've been up here scratching like Smokey in the chicken coop. And now they finally done something for me to talk about, for us to talk about, us to tap in with each other, man. And I am excited, man. The Raider Equinox is firmly upon us. Shout out to everybody in the chat so far, man. Y'all get them likes up, get them shares up. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Get wasted with your brother Wasted. Let me take my sip of coffee real quick. Listen, it is 900 degrees outside. So this morning I was drinking strictly water, but right now I need me a little shot. Let me get a shout out to everybody in the chat, yo. Yoshi Mitsu, man, my guy, what's the deal? Kenny, what's up, brother? Kenneth Bryant, man, my big bro, man. We gonna rock the house, man. You already know. Listen, I know my brother Ken gonna pull up when it's shit stuff to talk about, man. The unofficial or the official producer of all Mouth Shield More shows and Raider Nation Unlimited, Sean Johnson, my brother. Hey, Wasted, let's do this for Raider Nation for life. You already. DeMarcus Webb, my first member, the inaugural member of the Thick Frame membership. DeMarcus Webb, man, what is the deal? Salutations, my guy. Salutations. Robert Pena, my brother. Love this guy, man. Appreciate you for pulling up. Will F. Yo, Milk a Breezy like cereal. My guy, what is the deal, man? What is the deal? Dirty Eric, what it is, man. Will done. I wanted us to pick up a cornerback with Mullen on PUP, but by Isaiah Brown, is he more of a special teamer? Well done. We are going to talk about Isaiah High Stakes Brown momentarily, bro. Get wasted when we got almost 70 in the room. Get wasted. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Like I said before, Anthony, what's good? Everybody. Jose Ortega. Oh my God, man. Everybody's pulling up. Everybody's pulling in, man. I can't take it, man. Andon, man, good to see you, brother. Now listen, man. This is what the deal is, y'all. As we all know, first day of training camp, y'all. Lot going on. We had a cut today. Man. Man, I tell you what. The Raiders told somebody to get the F out and leave it the door open. Had to get y'all a little dad joke-ism here. But Dallin Leavitt was cut today. I'll be honest with you, man. We spoke about, the safety room, and I think the safety room is a little thin. We were carrying 5 guys. We got a lot of, UDFAs and stuff that I think that they're high on. And when we were talking about who, in the incumbent safety group was a guy that was going to be cut, Dallin Leavitt was the guy that I circled. And once again, Wasted was right. Wasted, Ben told you. And it was a stone cold lead pipe fact as always. But Dallin Leavitt was a guy, was a hell of a special teamer. And I thought it was between Roderic Teamer and Dallin Leavitt, which was going to be one of the guys that were going to, kind of be jettisoned. And it was definitely Dallin Leavitt. Shout out to him, man. Happy trails to him. But the Raider Equinox is going to move on. You know what I mean? And that leaves a roster spot. So we thought. So, they went and they made another move today. And, I was a little surprised at the move they made and who they brought in. It's just some of the stuff isn't quite lining up, but some of it is when you really unpack it. You understand what I'm saying? So after we released Dallin Leavitt, we also released guard Jordan High Stakes Meredith on Wednesday. They signed Isaiah Zubers, a USFL guy. And we're going to get into that a little bit. I don't want to get into that too much because we got something special coming to you a little bit later on Doc's channel, man. They placed defensive tackles Bilal Nichols and Jonathan Hankins, cornerback Trayvon Mullen on the PUP list on Tuesday. And they'll count towards the roster until the final cuts are made ahead of the start of the season. So we got to see what's going on with that, right? But we went out and we signed Ike High Stake Brown. I mean, listen, bro. I haven't even really, this is a guy that, is another USFL guy, man. I don't have much background on him, but I'm going to look into him while I'm on air, y'all. Y'all, listen, the mayor of Raider Nation has pulled up into the place to be. Docs ENT, my dog, appreciate you. And, yo, while I'm at it, there's a few things we got to do. First of all, we got to pay some bills here, yo. We got to pay some bills, man. First of all, there's something that is going to happen really, really soon. It's going to happen in August. I'm sure you heard about it, and if you haven't, you need to start getting with it or getting lost. Mount Shieldmore is going to be in the place to be, out in the deep desert, Adelanto Stadium, August 27th. The official Week 0 Raider Nation 2022 kickoff party hosted by Docs ENT, Samoan Raider, Mitchell Renz, yours truly. I will be in the place to be, and also the rest of Mount Shieldmore. Hammer, Andy, Stu is going to be in the place. There's going to be athletes there like Warren Sapp, the great Hall of Fame Warren Sapp. And I'm going to tell y'all something, man. If you have a chance to be in the presence of greatness, just take it all in, man, and enjoy it, bro. It's going to be legendary rappers in the place to be. It's going to be, the media is going to be in the place to be. And then after that, it's going to be one of the best hip-hop shows known to man happening. You can't miss this. You make sure that you are in the place to be. Somebody, one of my moderators, man, who's out there who could do me a favor, please give your brother Wasted that link so people can purchase tickets to come on out to kick it with all your Mount Shieldmore brothers and all your favorite content creators, your favorite legends of the Raiders, man, and see a bomb-ass rap show. And maybe, man, if you twist one up, you might want to twist one up because it is a cannabis festival. So if you like to partake in that kind of activity, there's plenty of it to go around. I'm telling y'all right now. I am telling y'all right now, it's time to rock and roll. I got to get into this chat, man. I've been neglecting y'all. My dog is in the place. And, yo, let me tell y'all something. Y'all see this right here? This is the Straight Out of Oak, Las Vegas shirt. This is my brother Doc's merch. And if you guys already haven't, you lacking if you haven't gone out there and purchase something from that site, man. He got a lot of fire shit on there, yo. Make sure y'all go support the mayor of Raider Nation, man. I'm telling you, man, you can't be caught out here lacking in these Raider streets without it, man. So, yo, let's get back to it, y'all. Now, we're talking about what's been going on in camp, right? So, now we've signed High Stakes Brown. Isaiah Brown's a USFL guy. So, he's not a guy that is a well-known guy, but we got to kind of connect the dots when it comes to Isaiah Brown. We got to connect the dots because some of these guys that they're signing are people that they're familiar with. We got a lot of guys in the system right now, man, who is in the front office who are guys that have ties to all of these players, man, somehow, some way. And it's a great, great thing that we're bringing in guys that they're familiar with. Ike Brown, man. Now, is he going to be brought in as a kick returner? I don't know. Do they feel like he's a guy that can make this roster? Remains to be seen. Now, they brought him in as a guy to, kind of be on special teams, i.e. Dallin Leavitt. I can understand them bringing in a guy that's a cheaper guy, but I don't think that some of these moves that are being made are things that are really going to move the needle. I think they're just moving some of these guys and bringing some of these dudes in for camp bodies. We got like 89, 90 players. We got 89 players. We got one more spot left. We know who that spot's for, or do we know who that spot's for? But I want to tell you this, man. The Raiders are loading up, man. They not playing any games. We got that roster spot ready, and we're going to get into a little later, man, who could be brought in, who they're looking at, what that roster spot is for. But I'm excited, man. I'm juiced. We got cap room. We got smart people running the organization. And listen, there's certain trades that can be out there as well, man. So you'll get wasted, man. And in Coward, we need that Ndamukong Suh. Bro, I'm going to be honest with you, dog. I'm kind of cold. Listen, I want Ndamukong Suh. We need a guy who can get after the quarterback up the middle. That will help our defense so much, man. But you know what, man? I got to say this about Ndamukong Suh, and that brings me to our next segment. Stop the cap on Ndamukong Suh with his bullshit, bro. You claim you want to be a Raider. You put out all of these pictures of you as a kid with your Raiders starter, with the great Charles Barkley. You smiling, you talking about, you talking with Chandler Jones, and you're talking with Crosby, and you're doing all this and that, man. And you know what, man? Stop the goddamn cap. Either you want to be a Raider or you don't. If you don't, then let's move on. Let's talk about some other people. Because I'm sick of kicking this Ndamukong Suh thing around. I've said this shit every show. When somebody brings Ndamukong Suh up, I go ape shit. Because I'm just getting tired of this shit, bro. Like, either you want to play here or you don't. If you don't, F it. It's other guys that are out there that can play, man. Malik Jackson is out there. Sheldon Richardson is out there. Nah, they ain't Ndamukong Suh. No. Linval Joseph is out there. These guys are out there, bro. It's time for us to go, because let me tell you something, and not for nothing, Darius Philon is still available. Now, the thing with Darius Philon is that I think that if Darius Philon was really, really healthy, I think somebody else would have signed him already, or he would be a Raider already, man. I don't think Darius, and listen, I like to give y'all information and not affirmation on the show. I don't know Darius Philon's medical situation, but I have to believe that if Darius Philon was healthy, Darius Philon would be right here in silver and black, because let me tell you something. He won that game against the Chargers damn near defensively. I mean, him and Max Crosby won that game for us. I'll never forget the effort that he pulled out, and it breaks my heart that he tore his knee up like that. I'm a huge fan of Darius Philon, man. Huge fan of Darius Philon. But you know what? If he's not healthy, then we're bringing in another guy who will be on the PUP list. We already got two. Big Hank is on the PUP list. Bilal is on the PUP list. And damn, Trayvon Mullen, is not a defensive tackle. That's what I said too, but he's on there. So look, man, some of these freaking guys, man, we got to sit up here. We got to see what we got, and we got to start making some moves, because in training camp, man, is where you build that continuity to go forward. I just want the Raiders to start with a clean slate. I don't want to be sitting up here waiting for somebody to come back. It seems like the last few years we've been waiting and waiting and waiting for people to come back. And when this person, like when Richie Incognito comes back, oh, it's going to be a motherfucker. Wait till Richie Incognito come back. It never happens. When we had Marshawn Lynch years ago, Marshawn Lynch ain't healthy right now. Wait till he gets right. It never happened because he's older. Listen, I'm tired of that shit. I want guys that are in here that's ready to roll. Ready to roll. Circus Raider, facts wasted. I'm done thinking about Suh coming to the Raiders like some chick thinking about her toxic ex. Thank you, bro. Listen, man, we don't sweat nobody, man. Either you want to be here or not. So for right now, listen, if he's here, I'm going to embrace him. I'm going to buy a Suh jersey. But until he gets here, fuck that guy. Yeah, I said it. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching. Digital Prez. And yo, y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Prez's YouTube channel too. That's my bro, man. That's our bro. He's definitely, a family member of the Mount Shillmore crew, man. This is the link for the tickets to Adelanto Stadium, yo. The CanX Festival. Get your tickets to the finest Raider Nation gathering in the entire world, man. Now, Sean Johnson, this is why he is the producer of my show. Sean Johnson, top DT still available. He should not be named. Linval Joseph, Brandon Williams, Darius Philon, Sheldon Richardson. Listen, man, take your pick, but bring somebody in, because let me tell you something. Right now, we got some young guys here But the two guys that are hurt are guys that those are our two best defensive tackles on paper, bro. Bilal Nichols is the guy who has the ceiling to where he can turn himself into a rush defensive tackle. He can be that 3 technique. He hasn't really committed a pass rush move to memory yet, but he has the motor and he has the skill set and the speed and strength. And he's still young. You know what I mean? And Big Hank has been a staple for us up front. But I think Big Hank's getting a little long in the tooth, man. He's getting a little long in the tooth, man. And I hope that injury bug isn't going to derail what's left of his career, because to be honest with you, when you get guys that are that big, when they start getting hurt, a lot of times it's hard for them to get off the schneid and to get on the field. And I'm glad that we went out and we kind of doubled and tripled up on that kind of stuff in the offseason and brought in some young, mobile, hostile guys that are going to be there, because the way Patrick Graham does things with that 4-2-5, he needs to be able to move pieces around. He needs guys that are healthy. He needs guys that get after the quarterback. He needs guys that are active. You know what I'm saying? Top Beats, my guy, man. I'm so glad you pulled up into the place to be, man. We don't need to beg nobody to come to our team. If they don't want to come, they'll pull up. And if they don't, we keep it moving. F them. F them. That's what I'm talking about. Yoji Mitsu. Wait, Linval. He wants Linval Joseph. Hey, I'm with it, bro. SC Experience, bro. All is well. Thank you for pulling up on your brother Wasted, my brother. Thank you. Appreciate you, my dog. Wait a minute. Big Shane in the place. Man, where you been, brother? Has Suh ever actually stated that he was a Raider fan? Or are we just basing it on a photo of him wearing a Raider jacket with Chuck? Big Shane, I'm going to be completely and totally transparent with you. We are basing it on a photo. That is a fact. And not for nothing, in that era, if you were alive then, everybody wore Raider shit, whether they were a fan or not. But what I can say is, being where Ndamukong Suh is from, I mean, I'm sure he wasn't a Seahawk fan. The Seahawks were ass back then. We used to call them the Seattle Seabags when they were in the AFC West. They were terrible. You know what I mean? That era. And I'm not talking about like the late 70s, early 80s when Jim Zorn was there and Steve Largent. Steve Largent was still there, but at the end, they started getting bad. You had like Dan McGuire at quarterback, Mark McGuire's bum-ass brother. He was all juiced out of his mind. It was terrible, man. But, yo, man, this is a Q&A, man. Y'all got to get rolling, man. Chris Brennan, someone needs to call Suh and let him know how we feel. I'm sure Ndamukong Suh don't miss a beat, bro. He knows the pulse of Raider Nation. That's the reason why he's been trolling us every contract he's had since he's left the Detroit Lions, bro. He knows how Raider Nation feel about him. He knows we want him here. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest with you, the older he get, the less I give a fuck. Now, this is Ndamukong Suh a couple of years ago. I'd be pounding the table. You got to get him. Blah, blah, blah. Now, he's a guy that's long in the tooth, and he's had 6 sacks each of the last 2 years, but we don't know what he's going to give us at this point. I know what I think he's going to give us, but I think that, yesterday's price is not today's price as far as the Raiders go, because I'm not giving him the world just because we had a couple of injuries. There are other guys out there that can play a coherent defensive tackle for us. I'm not doing that shit, man. Xavier Foster, my guy, man, appreciate you for pulling up, man. Suh is running out of time playing these games. How does he see himself ending his career? He might end his career on the couch or being signed by a team that's in playoff contention in the middle of the season. It's not the first time it's happened. It's not the last time. And Ndamukong Suh's made all of the money that he probably will make, unless he signs his contract. And Ndamukong Suh has carved out a damn near Hall of Fame resume. We've talked about this numerous times. I don't want to keep rehashing it. And Ndamukong Suh is a guy who has been smart with his money and has options. But what I will not let him do is play with the emotions of Raider Nation. Get off your ass, brother, and get your ass in here, man. I was at that Raider Seahawk championship game. That's a fact, bro. Yo, y'all heard the man. Wipe them feet, y'all. As Docs would say. As I say, pay the bar tab, get wasted. Hit them likes, hit them thumbs up. We got almost 130 in the room. Where the hell are y'all? Tell a friend to tell a friend. That F. Now, y'all, listen. Today, man, I was listening when I was at work. Shout out to the Docs, man. Docs was playing, the presser, man. And I was really, really happy about some of the shit that I heard, man. Some of the stuff I saw. And in the middle of that, the media availability, the NFL Network reported that Darren Waller and linebacker Denzel Perryman are seeking a new contract extension. Bro, I'm going to be honest with you, man. They might be, they might not be, right? Now, Denzel Perryman's a guy who he needs to cash in on all of the goodwill and all of the stuff that he's done in the previous 2 years, because previous to that, he's been an injury-prone guy, right? But Darren Waller hasn't said boo-hoo shit about his contract, man. He has said nothing. Darren Waller has said nothing about it. So I'll believe it when I see it. Darren Waller, even in the press conferences, every interview, he said he's worried about football, playing good football. He's not worried about his contract. He'll take care of that next, at the end of the season. And to be honest with you, I'm glad he has that attitude. And he's serious about that. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. When it comes to Darren Waller, I'm kind of on the fence about us re-upping Darren Waller. And I know a lot of y'all aren't going to agree with me, man. And matter of fact, let me read some of these comments, bro. Actually, we shouldn't even want players on the Raiders that aren't willing to sacrifice a nickel for the good of the team. And that's a fact too, bro, because, if you heard from that presser getting back to the ranch, everybody's bought in. From Hunter Renfrow to Max Crosby to Darren Waller to Derek Carr. Everybody on the roster is bought in, man. It's not about the money. It ain't about ego. It's about winning around here, man. It's the first time I felt this, man, in all my years of being a Raider fan, bro. All my years. Anthony Pavenzio, for real, Suh been trolling us Raider fans. He has, man. Listen, Raider hippie, let's end the Suh bullshit. So, all right, we going to say it right here on Raider Nation Unlimited, y'all. If y'all agree with me, we a nation, right? I am putting my bid in to say until Ndamukong Suh signs with the Raiders as content creators, I'm not bringing that fucking dude up anymore. And I'm not mad at the guy. He can do what he want to do. But I'm not going to keep you know what I'm saying? We did this shit with the Honey Badger. We did this shit with fucking Gilmore. We did this. We've been through this already. I'm not doing this no more, bro. Fuck him. Fuck him, fuck him, fuck him. Pause. But if he wants to come here, come on in. If not, if you don't want to, tweak and deal with the rate, listen, take it and leave it. F you. Let's move on. Let's bring in Malik Jackson. I would love to. I wanted Malik Jackson years ago, like when Reggie McKenzie was running the team and Malik Jackson signed that big deal. I think he went to the Browns. I wanted Malik. Oh, not the thought bots. Oh, my God. Listen, Terrence, I blame you. Terrence, I blame you. Now, this is the confluence of events that brought the thought bots. Terrence posted Hammer's Discord. Did the thought bots. Hammer the Dirty Mac, what's going on? Where my brother Hammy at, bro? That's my bro. We got to block the thought bots, yo. Nah, I'm fucking around, man. That's my dog, man. Damn, man, it won't let me block him either, man. This shit crazy, man. But look, man, we got to get into it, man. Oh, my God, man. All right, now let me get back to it, man. I'm just laughing about the thought bots, man. I'm sorry, man. Anthony Pavenzio brought up a good point, man. Like, listen, when I was listening to that press conference, and I had this same sentiment as well, Anthony, I am so proud that Max Crosby's a Raider, man. And I call him Max Crosbeast because if you heard what he was saying, man, he's been doing a lot of MMA training. And how that translates for a defensive lineman and an offensive lineman is that, some of these guys are only as good as their hands. So we know how active Max Crosby is. We know how hard he works. We know his motor. We know that he gets pressure like none other, right? But Max Crosby's hands, bro, if they get any better, man, we are looking at a Hall of Famer. I'm telling you right now. His mentality, his work ethic, his motor, all of the things are lining up. If he can stay healthy, we are looking at, if this guy gets any better, man, we're looking at a Hall of Fame player, bro. And I'm glad that he's a Raider, man, because guys like that change the entire locker room. They set the tone for everybody. And you can see how it is this year. You can see how it is having Chandler Jones here. And you can see how you have veterans who are good players that are like, I'll go to Las Vegas. Fuck that. Because I want to play with Max Crosby. That's why when they were giving out the money and shit, man, I was glad that they took care of Max Crosby. And, you heard that here first, just like I call him Rock Yasin, Max Crosby, yo. Digital Prez, Arizona Buzzer, right? Y'all stupid, yo. Yeah, man. DeMarcus, is there any unreleased Honey Badger meme? Listen, you got to get on that, Prez. You got to get on it, man. But yeah, Kyle, you said the excitement is through the roof. You absolutely right, my brother. But yo, listen, I'm trying to keep up with this chat. I'm so excited and juiced. We got over 160 in the room, yo. I'm going crazy right now, man. But when we talk about that presser today, man, Hunter Renfrow, humble as they come, man. Humble as they come. Everybody talked about getting better, man. You know how special that is, man? And a piece of that for me is just making sure that we keep that same energy in the building, man. So that's why, like, when we say we gotta go out there and go sign other people and stuff, we gotta make sure that these people are the right fit for this locker room, bro, because we got something special. You can see it. Y'all can't tell me. A lot of people, yo, and I want to bring this up real quick, man, after I read some of these comments, right? But yo, I was on this Twitter space. I just peeked in. There was some guys that, talking about football, and every single one of these assholes picked the Raiders to finish last. One of the guys that claim he's some football aficionado got the Broncos finishing first, and they talk about our defense, and we gave up 30 points a game last year and all this bullshit, right? Tell you something, man. People that say and that the Raiders are going to finish last, and seeing the moves that we made, seeing the locker room, the coaching staff, seeing exactly what's going on here in Las Vegas, bro, they don't know football if they think the Raiders are going to finish last. I'm here to tell y'all something, man. And I don't like doing this shit. I like to let the chips fall where they may, throw the ball out there, let's see what happens, right? I'm telling y'all right now, anything less than a playoff win is uncivilized this year, man. Anything less. And I'm telling y'all something. I'm guaranteeing it. We're going to the playoffs this year. I'm gonna guarantee that. I can't guarantee we're gonna win a division because all of these teams are so close. It could be a matter of like who you lost to or who won what and whatever. You know how it gets a little spooky with the NFL when you have teams with the same record in the same division and shit like that, because I could see that happening. But let me tell you something. We will go to the playoffs. You mark my fucking words, man. Everybody else is tripping. And I'm glad that you got some people in the media who are jumping on, yo, they D-riding, man, like none other right now, because they always like dogging us. But there's still some people that still dog the Raiders every time they get a goddamn chance. And you know what, man? I fucking love it, man. I love I need you to hate me. Like 50 Cent said, I need to hate. Because, yo, it makes it feel so much better when we win. It makes it feel so much better when we can shove it up their ass. F them. But let me go up to some of these chats, bro, y'all. They banned Eric from the hub for the bullying in the comments. Y'all stupid, yo. Phil saying you facts. Max Crosby's Hall of Famer. You already, man. Yo, Renfrow is definitely the GOAT, bro. And yo, it was one thing that resonated with me that he said during that presser, man. He said, man, this is the most money. I never thought I was going to make any money like this. I'm cool. When he started talking about that money and just how he just cast it to the side, bro, as a fan, bro, like as a man, I ain't mad at anybody getting their chicken, bro. I ain't mad at it. But as a fan of the Raiders, dog, that is such a positive and great attitude to hear, bro. And yo, the young boys that are coming in, they're going to be raised right because they got guys like Crosby. They got guys like Carr. They got guys like Chandler. They got guys like Hunter Renfrow, Darren Waller. That's about business. Biz naive, bro. Business. Oh, man. Thank you, Terrence, man. I appreciate you, my dog. Milka Breezy. Wasted, I got the chills in 100-degree weather when you talk about Crosby. Pause. The Pause Olympics is back. Y'all bugging. Was it your mom's spaghetti? You dropped bombs, but your palms were sweaty. You damn right. Yo, you listen, we went in everything the stars have aligned. No, I didn't see Rich Eisen's record prediction, man. You know, I like Rich Eisen. He fuck with the Raiders, and that's not no phony shit. Rich Eisen fucks with the Raiders, man. It's just it's tough for me to look at Rich Eisen and not laugh because of him running the 40 every year. When he runs, it bugs me out. Yo, Raider 805. If the team stays healthy, we win the division. That's a fact. That's a fact. And I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Everybody is picking the Chargers. There's a lot. That's the in vogue pick. That's the chalk pick. It never winds up like that because what everybody is doing is they are forgetting that coaching is a major, major part of what happens in the National Football League. And I will say this to the cows come home. Y'all know what I'm going to say. Brandon Staley is a bad head coach. And he's going to, if he doesn't change the way he coaches in some way and learn from last year, Chargers are going to lose. He lost them on his own probably because of his poor choices as far as going forward, his poor decisions on down and distance and stuff like that. He lost them like 2 to 3 games last year. It to the point where that game where we beat them to win, I'm not even going to count that game. We wouldn't have even had a chance to even play our way into the playoffs with that sudden death kind of game with them had he not fucked up a few times. So I'm telling y'all right now, man, Brandon Staley is going to be a problem. And then what we're doing is we are sitting out here and mailing it in that the Chargers are going to be healthy all the way up and down the field. There's a couple of guys in their roster that people have too highly ranked, like Keenan Allen. Mike Williams has a case of the dropsies. Neither one of them guys are beating the world. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Austin Eckler is a beast. Can't front on that. But, yo, Rashawn Slater's a beast. Khalil Mack, how do we know he stays healthy? How do we know Joey Bosa, the Pizza Nose Supreme, fucking Cyrano de Buriak with the biggest nose in the history of the world? How do we know that safety cone face wearing mother effer is going to stay healthy? He never does. He never, yo, like to me, the Bosa brothers, man, they're good, but these guys are always fucking hurt, man. F them. And I can't wait to watch everybody look like a bunch of assholes when we win this damn division, just like last year. We didn't win the division. We made the playoffs. Remember when everybody said the Chargers were going to beat us and knock us out of the playoffs last season? Yeah, I remember that too. I remember when Bobby Boucher won the I'm fucking around, yeah. Wait. At work, wasted. Couldn't wait to pull up further. The wasted word of the day is vindication with the Raider Equinox. Coach Raider, facts, brother. But actually, the real wasted word of the day, which that's another wasted word of the day, I got love, brother. The wasted word of the day is enraptured. Enraptured. To move to rapture. Delight beyond measure. I was enraptured today after hearing that press conference. I was elated and excited, man. But enraptured is the wasted word of the day, everybody. Y'all already know. But like y'all was saying, man, Omar Juarez, man. Staley and his analytical gameplay style is stupid as fuck. Yeah, Omar Juarez, I think there's a piece of, you know, some of the young coaches that's coming up that's really exciting. They're really innovative. But you have to meld some of that new school analytical stuff to old school football. Like, there's certain things in life, man, that like those old sayings go. You know, the more things change, the more they stay the same. And football's always football. Physicality, building from the inside out, things of that nature will never go away. Being able to run the football, play stout defense. Those kind of things won't go away. A lot of it, like, you know, the play style and play design, that's where the innovation comes in. But down and distance and things of that nature will never go away. And that's the shit that it kind of bothers me that they've gone away from that. Now, I know the Chiefs do a lot of that stuff, and everybody's trying to kind of watching what Patty Mahomes does because you have such a talented guy at quarterback, right? But what you got to realize is that Patrick Mahomes is a special case. He's a one-on-one, right? Aaron Rodgers is a one-on-one. Justin Herbert is a really good young prospect, but I don't think he's a one-on-one. So I'm going to be honest with you, man. Raider Friday, what's good, man? They also aren't considering the offense, defense. The Raiders have a way better offensive roster and a good enough defense to stop them. Hunter Renfrow himself is better than their wide receiver 1 and 2. I'm going to tell you what Hunter Renfrow is better at than any wide receiver on the Chargers. Hunter Renfrow is better at knocking the shit out of their big free agent acquisition, Mike Williams bum ass. That's what he's good at. Hunter Renfrow will probably be one of their best defensive backs too. No, I'm messing with y'all, man. Frank Jarmilio. First of all, the Chiefs need to be dethroned. I think the Chiefs will be dethroned. I think this is our year to beat the Chiefs twice. I think this roster was built to beat the Chiefs. You know, even Travis Kelce, you know, making his little remarks about Javon Brown and stuff like that. That just means that we're living rent-free in Travis Kelce's head. Javon Brown is a guy that Travis Kelce knows can deal with him. You know, we don't have guys that are like superstars in our defensive secretary. We have a budding superstar, Tre'von Moehrig, but even him, you know, you got to deal with that, bro. When you get to the next level of the defense, bro, this team is tailor-made to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, bro. Raiders Digest. Watch. Chargers play with bail on him the first time. Staley makes the Chargers will bail on him the first time Staley makes a questionable decision. It's already in their heads. I feel like he can lose the team, bro. Raiders Digest, that's a hell of a point, bro. I feel like people don't look at things like chemistry. They don't look at things like, you know, having a bunch of grown men. Like, people don't realize how important it is to win in the National Football League. Like, losing is almost like, it's a stench, man. I heard Steve Smith say this a long time ago. He goes, guys that come from losing programs in the National Football League, it's like a stench. He says it's like somebody that smokes cigarettes. When somebody smokes cigarettes around you and you don't smoke, you can smell it on them. You're like, oh, man, you smoke? Y'all smoking here? They're like, yeah, how'd you know? That's how it is with losing. Guys that lose almost, they bring this energy around. And energy is really, really important. We're going to get into that. Energy is important, yo. So when you have guys in your locker room who are like, yo, this fucking guy is messing with my career. Some of these guys, man, that are on some of these rosters, this might either be their last year to ever play in the National Football League or their only year. They want to win now, bro. These guys want to win, and they can't have their career derailed by somebody who's out there playing a fucking video game. These guys have played enough football throughout their career where they don't want their coach fucking around. It's 3rd and 27 in the shadow of your own end zone, and you're going for it in the third quarter. Like, stuff like that is the stuff where you will lose a team fast. We got almost 200 in the room. Get wasted. Yes, enraptured. It's going to be us, then Denver, Chargers, and Chiefs. See, and then Coward, bro, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I can't see Denver. Even though Denver has gotten better, even though you got Russell Wilson and everybody's like, all they need is a quarterback, I don't think Denver has quite the defense that everyone thinks. They probably have the best secondary in the AFC West, even with the Chargers have. Because the Chargers got 2 Pro Bowlers in their secondary, but Denver as a whole probably has the best defensive secondary in the AFC West, and that's going to serve them and play dividends, especially against the Chiefs. Denver defensively will match up pretty good with the Chiefs because the Chiefs don't have the kind of world beaters that they used to at wide receiver, right? But I think where Denver's going to fall short of the mark is the fact that they're not going to be able to really protect Russell Wilson, bro. And everybody talks about the weapons that the Denver Broncos have, but I would venture to say that Russell Wilson had a better supporting cast as far as the wide receivers go, where he just left. I'll take DK Metcalf over. And I'll take and Lockett. I'll take DK Metcalf and Lockett over anybody on Denver's roster. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. So, you know, I think Russell Wilson's a little older, and if you're gonna play football with Russell Wilson, you can win with Russell Wilson. He's a Hall of Fame level quarterback, but you got to protect Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson cannot be Houdini anymore and run for his life and have a mediocre offensive line and just make it work. He can't keep getting hit like that at his age, and he's a smaller guy too. Omar Juarez, I was enraptured after seeing her titties. We were all enraptured after seeing titties. Thank you. Facts, Omar. Facts. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Anytime we could talk about titties on Raider Nation Unlimited, kids, close your ears. We're all for it. Thank you. I love what Perriman said about his contract at the press today. He says that it is his agent's business. He wants to play football, and that's another guy. Denzel Perriman bought all in. And yo, shout out to Denzel Perryman for always wearing a proper beanie in 150-degree weather too, man. Shout out to that brother, man. Raider Friday, Travis Kelce ain't getting that one-on-one no more. He's getting bracketed every snap. Let's see how good you really are, Travis Kelce. Let's see. Raider Casper, my guy. I hate the Queefs as much as anyone else. But let's be real here. They're not finishing last in the division. Raider Casper, I don't believe they are neither, bro. I think Denver Broncos are going to take their rightful place in last in this division, or the Chargers possibly. Kenneth Bryant, big bro, wasted. It doesn't matter what those other teams do. It's all about what we do. And that's a fact, bro. And it all starts with today. It all starts with the positive feelings. It all starts with what they're doing in camp. It all starts with the moves. But let me tell you something. Styles make fights in boxing. It's the same thing in football. So we got to break down what they do and what they don't do, where their weaknesses lie and where our strengths lie. That's football. That's we playing chess, right, Kenny? So that's one of the reasons why I feel like we got to look at what's going on over and behind enemy lines. And that's going to make so much more sense pretty soon to y'all, yo. HGM, my God, a quarterback away is same as woulda, coulda, shoulda. God damn it. That's a stone cold lead pipe fact if I've ever seen one. Oh, shit, my brother B. Brandon Oliver. This ain't my bro B, but this is Brandon Oliver. This is my guy. What's good, Wasted? Hope all is well. Training camp is freaking here. Excited. Raider football is almost here. Let's effing go. Raider Nation for life. I appreciate that, brother. Raiders Digest. Denver being a QB away is fool's gold. They lost their D coordinator. The head coach is a first-year guy, a buffoon who hit on Sierra. Didn't call plays in Green Bay, and their wide receivers are vastly overrated too, 7 and 10. Wait a minute. Their head coach hit on Sierra? That's hilarious. That is hilarious, yo. Yo, Denzel Perryman is definitely a national treasure, brother. Robert Cisneros. You know what they say about titties. Once you see one pair, you want to see the rest of them. You damn right. Yo, y'all already know. Graph will be on 11 p.m. EST. Y'all already know. I'm telling you, business is about to pick up around here. Yo, Mount Shillmore is getting active, y'all. Wasted. You checked out the new Lloyd Banks album? Sorry, come on, DeMarcus Webb. We're going to get back into the hip-hop soon. But I haven't had a chance to, bro. I've been, busy with all of this. I didn't get a chance to, really skim through it, man. I'm probably going to check it out when I get off. I'm going to go to the gym, right? So, look, man. We talk about this. Now we got to talk about what's real, right? In training camp, I'm looking at some of people we're talking about, our offensive line. The right side of this offensive line, right, is really our concern, because if you look at the left side of the line up to the center, I've just, mailed it in that Andre James is our center. Andre James is our center. That right now, this year, he's our center until otherwise, right? Colton Miller's our left tackle until otherwise. Some people say Denzel Good is plug and play left guard, boom, right? I don't. I think Denzel Good is the vet. I think Big Hank and Denzel Good are two guys who probably are in danger the most of being cut. And not that Denzel Good is bad, but as you know, if you cut Denzel Good, you save $4.5 million in cap space. And also, Denzel Good is a 300-pounder man who's coming off of a lower extremity injury. And then Big Hank, we got to see how hurt he actually is. If we're going into the season with Big Hank not on the field and not playing at all in the offseason and stuff like that, I think it's probably time to move on, man. Now, the one thing people haven't looked at is John Simpson. The first 6 games of the season last year was abysmal. But in the last half of the season, there is not an accident that Josh Jacobs started to get off at the end of the season. It's not an accident. The offensive line picked up their play. They had continuity. They started playing a lot better, y'all. And Andre James and John Simpson were probably the two guys who made the biggest strides towards playing better last season. They played very, very well at the end of the season. John Simpson is widely regarded as the strongest player in our locker room. And if John Simpson can cut down on some of the mistakes, the false starts, and the holding call, and you can use that raw brute strength in the run and the pass. He also struggled in the pass. He's got to get better with his hands. But John Simpson, bro, that's a guy that I can see actually starting for us. I actually have John Simpson starting for us and my starting, offensive line. I have John Simpson starting for us, and I have the rookie starting for us, and I have Alex Leatherwood, on that right side of the line. So, my offensive line, Colton Miller, John Simpson, Andre James, Dylan Parham, Alex Leatherwood, Brandon Parker is the backup right tackle. Jermaine Illuminor is a backup guard. Lester Cotton is another backup guard. Maybe Lester Cotton can get in there too, because I've heard a lot of good things about Lester Cotton. I got to see this in training camp. And then, one of the rookies, either Thayer Mumford or Big Ben, making a roster. That's how I got it. Gravy, Top Shelf Oils. Did I hear titties? Great show, Raider Nation for Life. You did hear titties, bro. We got to always incorporate titties. We love this shit. Top Beats. The one thing that impressed me that I caught during the press conference is that the team is spending a great deal of time studying in the classroom. See, that's the thing about, when we talk about Josh McDaniel and when we talk about the coaching staff all the way down, is that we probably have, one of the most intelligent and football literate guys in the National Football League. We really do. And now, these guys understand that they got to get it together. It starts in the classroom and then it goes out onto the field. And the good thing is we have a lot of studious, smart ball players too. But look, man, I'm just super excited. So let's move on right here, right? So what we got to do is, man, we got to talk about some of the people that the Raiders can bring in, man, because I don't have a lot. Listen, when we talk about these guys that are on the PUP list, man, if this goes beyond 2 weeks for me, it's time to start bringing people in. Bottom line, there's too many guys out there that can come in and have started in this football league that we can bring in, man. Now, some of these guys that we were talking about, man, is like, say, for instance, Xavier Rhodes, JACKRABBIT Jenkins, King. King is a guy, he's 27 years old, but I don't know about King, man. I would rather have an older guy like, Xavier Rhodes who can really, really play, man. Well, hold on. Anthony Estrada. Wasted. You listened to the Raiders press today. I heard a couple of minutes of it today on Doctors Live This Money. Yes, that's what we're talking about right now, brother. Raider Digest. The Chiefs will no longer dictate coverage without Tyreek. This will be the first time Patty needs to take what is given. Let's see how that goes. They lost the top cornerback, and safety, because we're talking about the Honey Badger, and they don't have a pass rush. See, but the thing I'm a little concerned about with the Chiefs is Trent McDuffie is a guy that at Washington is a very talented young guy, but I don't know if Trent McDuffie is going to translate the first year out. So are they gonna have Trent McDuffie on the outside? Or are they gonna have him in the slot? But listen, like I said before, the top QBs remaining: Kevin King, Janoris Jenkins, Xavier Rhodes, Joe Hayden, AJ Bouye, and Mackenzie Alexander. So, I think it's time for us to start going out there and kicking the trees on some of this shit, man. Raider Resistance, y'all. Get ready to get lost. Linktree. Go follow my brothers over there. Digital Prez. On your job, brother. You good. You was quick on your feet. Tickets for Atalanto, too. I'm jumping all over the place, y'all. So now, guys, let me ask you guys a question. Are we talking about titties right now, Raider Chaos, or are we talking about football? See, I have made a collage of football, comedy, and titties that no one can ever take away from me, man. It's a beautiful show today, man. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Don't count the Chiefs out. They made some solid draft picks. They've had 5 top-round picks. No, the Chiefs have reloaded in our face. But does that translate to this year? That's the reason why I keep saying, man, we got to win within the next 2 years, because we have guys that are right at that point, that apex in their career where they're going up to like probably the best that they'll ever be. We got a couple of guys that are getting to that point within the next 2 to 3 years where they're the best they're ever going to be. Like guys like Max Crosby's, and Hunter, and guys like that. These guys got a long NFL career ahead of them. But Derek Carr, Devontae Adams, guys like that, they're getting to a point in their career where they're going to be as good as they're ever going to be. We got to capitalize on that. Darren Waller's not a spring chicken either. Got to capitalize on that. It's time for us to win now because some of these teams have built in our faces stuff that's going to take shape 2 to 3 years from now. Man, maybe next year. So we got to win now. We got to step on their necks now and make them rethink what they got going on, man. Raiders Digest wasted. Did you see the Eddie Goldman surprise retirement? Mo was right. Yo, you saying that, bro, but your brother Wasted and Mo and a couple of people said, we don't know if Eddie Goldman wants to play football. The only thing we said was we didn't want to come on here and make conjecture and say that we definitely know that because we hadn't heard anything. But really, that was me who said, and Mo said it too, but yo, I was saying, listen, there has to be something that is non-football related to why nobody signed Eddie Goldman. It just has to be. It's no reason why a guy that's that talented and young wouldn't be signed, and it came to fruition. But, shout out to Eddie Goldman, happy trails, but he has nothing to do with the Raiders, bro. I appreciate that, my dog, though. Wait, hold on. It's over for Trent if he's lined up against Tay Adams. Hey, man, listen. It's over for damn near everybody. Tony, I got issues. My dude, what's up, man? Wasted. Feeling good about the confidence. Leatherwood is showing. Not so much about Mullins' prospects. Bro, it's the first day of training camp, dog. Like, if we don't hear what's up with Trayvon Mullen by the end of the week, then I'll worry. I'm not going to worry just yet, though. I'm not going to worry just yet. Big Mike Raiders. Wait, did I just hear titties? Woke me up. That's right, you heard titties. Damn it, you know what, man? I'm a married man. I don't think Mrs. Wasted Talent would get mad if we had Titty Tuesdays on Radio Nation. What y'all think, man? Once a month, maybe a members only show Titty Tuesdays? Nah, I don't think that's going to fly. I don't think that's going to fly anyway. Y'all, listen. Titty Tuesdays. If you guys want Titty Tuesdays on Radio Nation Unlimited, do me a favor. Put a 1 in the chat. James Furpo. Titties and football together, man. It's like peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, crazy, man. We got to win now in the next 2 series. Yeah, that's right, man. We got a dynasty upon us, bro. Big Mike Raider, my guy. Yo, why is everybody sleeping on the best tight end wide receiver slot machine in the league? I don't think that people are sleeping. See, the thing about Darren Waller, and I kind of got off a track. I was thinking about this. I'm not mad about us not giving Darren Waller. It'd be nice if we did, because what we're doing is we're projecting that Darren Waller is going to tear the league up, right? He probably should, right? But there's a chance he doesn't. Like, Darren Waller is coming off of a major injury. I think Darren Waller might have to be the guy to show and prove. I don't mind Darren Waller earning his contract. In a way, everybody's contracts are kind of staggered. If he's the guy next year that we give the money to in free agency next offseason, I'm cool with that. I want to see him prove it, though. I would like to see Darren Waller go out there and have a 1,400-yard season. Oh, my God. Yo, the big Oos. Simone Raiders in the place, man. Yo, thank you for pulling up. Salute my Oos. Bring Titty Tuesdays to week 0. Yo, Titty Tuesdays, week 0. Only thing is, it's going to be Titty Tuesdays on Saturday. It's going to be beautiful. Salute, Simone Raider. Thank you for pulling up, my Oos. Appreciate you, dog. Top Beats. Titty Tuesday sounds good, but that ain't going to fly for long. Oh, my God, it would never fly. Bro, your boy Wasted Talent will be wasted broke. It's cheaper to keep her. My wife would go ape. Oh my God, my wife would go ape shit. And one thing my wife gets offended by is if I talk about anybody else's titties, because she has quite a rack. Yo, we gonna fuck up some Sundays though. That's right, yo. Everybody is voting for Titty Tuesdays. It's a beautiful thing, man. Good afternoon, chat. Wasted in chat. Just want to say hi before I go play. League. Oh, Raider Bob, man. Shout out to you. Hopefully, whatever you about to go play, my dog, you win, my guy. Yo, Samoan Raiders and I feel blessed. I had the Kingpin come in here and Samoan Raider, bro. It's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable, bro. Ready Chaos, if we cut Hankins, do you think we sign Philon? Nah, I don't. Because to be honest with you, bro, you're cutting one guy for the same thing. You cutting one injury prone guy for the next. I want to see us go out and go get somebody else, bro. We got to get somebody else. Maybe we get Philon at the end of camp and we know he checks out medically, but the Raiders already brought him in. They passed on signing him. So we know that there's something that they saw that they didn't like medically. That's what I'm just using deductive reasoning with that. Samoan Raider was good, yo. Glad to catch a lot. Yo, I know you've been busy, y'all. I appreciate you pulling up, dog. We got a legend in this place, man. But yo, Anthony Estrada, really can't wait to see our boy Thick Frame Farrell in action. That's right, Thick Frame Nation is in the place to be. Shout out to Halo Raider. But dog, see, that's the thing about Neil Farrell, man. Neil Farrell, when I watch the way he plays, he's a younger, faster, kind of more in shape Big Hank. You know what I mean? I like the idea of us having Hank on the roster because Big Hank is he's a vet. You know what I mean? Like we talked and I don't mean to harken back to bum ass Jamarcus Russell's, interview. I already said I wasn't gonna mention him anymore. F that guy. But to be honest with you, the one thing Jamarcus Russell said that rings true is that young players need vets around. I don't want too many vets, because like when Groove was here, Groove liked to run an old folks home. I don't need too many vets around. I would prefer that if we have a position group of 5 players for that positional group, that at least one of them are a wily Grizzly vet that can help guys out and that they can lean on, bro. The key about Philon is whether or not he's recovered from surgery. This is what I've been saying, Top Beats. Appreciate you, dog. We don't need a third DT on the pup list, and that's a fact, bro. Yeah, man, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact, bro. So we're going to move on from that. We got the PUP guys. We got one last thing that I wanted to get into, man, and that open roster spot. So, yo, who in the chat, what do y'all think that open roster spot is? Do you think that open roster spot is because there's something brewing, or do you think that's just the way it worked out? I tend to believe I think it's something brewing behind the scenes with the Raiders. I think there's going to be a shot that is going on right now that somebody's going to be brought in. And I'm also a little concerned about what we got going on with our special teams. And nobody's been talking about it, man. Our special teams coach was a guy who kind of got shit on. And I hope you guys heard this, man. Y'all got to go to Mo and them podcasts, man. Mo and Scott had a great sit down with, our former kicker, and our former punter. And let me tell you something, man. Our current special teams coach was Marquette King's special team coach when he went to Denver after he left us. And they tried to change the way he punted, his drop, and all this other stuff, man. And I just don't understand for the life of me why a good coach would try to change a guy who was on a historic pace with the way he was punting. So I wasn't concerned about our special teams until I heard that. We got to look more into the background of this guy we got, McMahon, man, because I don't know, bro. I'm going to tell you something. Like, we're bringing in, some of these UDFAs. We got Amir Abdullah. I'm praying that whoever we have, that's our special teams coach, we know our special teams coach, that he leaves our kicker and our punter alone. Because if there's anything that didn't need to be fixed about this team, that is it. Oh, wait, I have a wife with a small person complex and 3 daughters, so I can't be part of the titty party like I like to. Bro, I got 2 daughters and a wife too, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is strictly for Raider Nation Unlimited. I know my wife ain't watching, and I know my kids ain't watching this. They don't want to hear about my shit about football, so I know they're not watching. Because it'd be some smoke in the city right here, man. Tony, just listen to all this titty talk. I'm going to got me sleeping on the couch. Bro, I think I might be sleeping on the couch, man. Oh, man. Yeah, y'all bugging, man. If we cut Suh, do our chances for Suh go up? Raider Chaos, our chances for signing a defensive tackle go up. It might not be Ndamukong Suh. And Ndamukong Suh might be being unreasonable, too. Because I'm sure that if there have been talks, there's an offer that's been made. They don't talk for no reason. Everybody know, like, how much talking do you have to do when you know, if you know he's healthy? Then Ndamukong Suh's been healthy his whole career. You know what you're getting. You know who he is. He has a hell of a resume. It's like, yo, here's the contract. Take it or leave it. And that's the reason why I don't want to talk about Suh no more, bro. Let's talk about Linval Joseph. Let's talk about Sheldon Richardson. Let's talk about Malik Jackson. Let's get that out into the atmosphere. I don't want to talk about this guy unless he comes in, man. F him. Did we pick up a punt returner? I think that the UDFA that we brought in from the USFL is a kick returner. I think he's going to be brought in as a kick returner. So, yeah. Our special teams is something that nobody's really been talking about, man. But yeah, I think something's brewing as well, Wasted Talent. Yeah, I do too, bro. They didn't just do that for any reason, bro. Dreaded One, what's the deal, my guy? What's up, Wasted? What up with the nation salute? Just imagine we had, see, bruh, no more Suh talk. I love you, bro. No more Suh talk. I think something's going on, but I think it's something that's not on the radio. Something that we didn't think about. Seems to be how this front office operates. Yeah, one thing too, man, their familiarity with players is kind of how you can kind of, if there's been anything where they tip their hand, mostly it's been their familiarity with players, unless it's a guy who's been in the league and it's been, kind of a guy that kind of his reputation precedes him. All these coaches, when you look at some of these signings, have some kind of connection to one of these players, man. Amir Abdullah averaged 25 yards of return. That's a fact. That's a fact. So, listen, man, I just want to make sure, man, because it seems like, we keep signing wide receivers. It's like, why are we doing? We keep signing guys who have a background with kick returning, like Phillips from the Bengals. You know what I mean? Jordan VC wasn't a kick returner, but he was a special teams ace. Some of these guys these no-name kind of guys that we're signing, all kind of is guys that you would look to kind of contribute on the special teams end of the football. So let's see what we got, right? Bam. No, my mom is not watching, bro. My mom ain't watching. My mom ain't watching at all. My mom my wife and my daughters will be watching more than my mother would. My mother ain't. I just be kidding around when I say my mother-in-law might be watching, but my mom definitely is not watching me. Neil Farrell, Rookie Stats, Wasted. What you got? I have Neil Farrell having 40 tackles. I have Neil Farrell having 3 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 3 fumble recoveries. Neil Farrell being a beast in the middle because he's thick-framed. The thought bots are in the place. We got to block them, y'all. Yo, I forgot about this, too. Look, man. Nation, your brother Wasted has to talk to y'all. I got to bring y'all to the carpet. How do I feel about Crosby's mana rating? I think if people outside of, our little ethos knew how good Max Crosby was, bro, then that means that everybody's like, bro, you got to understand something about the national media, bro. They're the people who are late on the trend all the time. You got to understand that, especially with a guy like Max Crosby. Like, see, when you get a guy that's highly touted out of college, he's a high draft pick. These guys go and they overrate some of these guys. But when you get a guy like Max Crosby who came from the mud, 4th round pick, Central Michigan, not highly touted out of college, right? And he comes and he flashes like this, it takes them a while to really embrace that. It kind of reminds me, and I hope it doesn't turn out like this, it's like J.J. Watt's first few years. J.J. Watt was, people in the media talked about him, but everybody didn't bloviate over him probably until his 3rd year into the league, right? And J.J. Watt was a higher pick than Max. He was a first round. I think J.J. Watt was a first round pick, right? I can't remember. But when it's not a guy that's not like, like Von Miller, like with 2nd pick and stuff like that, these guys in the media, man, they wait for everything to happen and try to act like geniuses and stuff. These guys don't. A lot of times, these people that make these predictions and these people who rate players on Madden and stuff like that, I think the trolling has to come with somebody, right? So it's always that one player on Madden where everybody's like, "Yo, they're tweaking. He need to be fast. He need to be strong. He needs to be better." And it's always a guy on the Raiders. But in the grand scheme of things, what the hell does that matter, right? If Max Crosby go out there and show his ass the way he did last year and has the same kind of production that he had last year and then kind of increase that with the gaudy stats like sacks, because when you look at the way people rank defensive players on the defensive line and linebackers, sacks is the kind of thing where everybody's like, well, Max Crosby can cause fumbles. He could be great against the run. He could do all of this stuff, right? But the fact that he has, like that's the reason why a lot of y'all were upset about Yannick Ngakoue. Y'all was saying, oh, man, Yannick had 10 sacks. How could we get rid of him? But then you don't look at the fact like Yannick Ngakoue had like 15 tackles or some shit. Like I don't look at his numbers. I can't remember right off the top of my head. I shouldn't be just putting that out there. But Yannick Ngakoue didn't tackle anybody, bro. If you look at some of the games that we played, like the game against the Bears, or you look at the game against the Washington Redskins, they were running at Yannick Ngakoue the whole game, right on his side. But some of you wanted to burn the team down because we got rid of a guy who was a liability and run. Being a defensive lineman is more than just sacking the quarterback. It's creating pressure. It's taking on double teams. It's tackling people, being good in the run. Drop, you know what I mean? Like, so when you look at Max Crosby, there's damn near nobody in the league as disruptive as him. I'm not going to say damn near. There's nobody in the league as disruptive as Max Crosby. You know what I mean? There's only 3 guys that are defensive ends that you can even mention in the same breath as Max Crosby. So guess what? They got him ranked outside of the top 10. By week 4, you know how Madden goes and they change the ratings, and he'll be a 95. The thing is, man, by the end of the year, after we win the Super Bowl and after Max Crosby has a Defensive Player of the Year campaign, he's going to be in the 99 club with Tay Adams next year. He's going to be the next guy in the Raiders with a pair of gold cleats, man. Watch my words. Watch my words. I have that much faith in Max Crosby, especially the work he's been putting in, man. Y'all, I'm going to say it again. I've said it 10 times. Adelanto Stadium, CanX Cannabis Festival. Get your tickets, week 0. All of the legends are going to be in the place to be, and the legends of content creation. Simone Raider, Doc C&T, Mitchell Renz, Mount Shillmore, Hammer, Andy, and yours truly, Wasted Talent. Be there, be there, be square. Tell y'all something, man. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I moved that. Wait, the bots, it's too much titty talk, man. The algorithm has heard the titties. We need to get some thick 6s this year on the D line. That's a fact, bro. Linval Joseph would be dope, yo. The wasted titties unlimited, baby. You listen, we got too many thought bots in here. No more titty talk for the day. We gotta go. We gotta wait till next Tuesday. Then we'll talk about the titties, man. You say Crosby is the next Nick Foles. How does that even make sense, bro? My NBA team is the New York Knicks, unfortunately. The New York Knicks. 13 tackles. I was right. Thank you. Crosby will exceed Nick Foles syndrome. The league respects Crosby. That's right. Oh, well, live. That's right. It's a fact, yo. Auntie Six, what up? Docs is still in the place to be. That's incredible, man. Thanks you for pulling up. Damn real, y'all. F the bots. Carr's on a mission this year. He's tired of all y'all, of his talk about being soft. Yo, man, I hope so. But I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm just putting a disclaimer out there. We are not going to get into the DC talk. We only got a couple more minutes of the show. But what I will say is this. Wasted is the kind of guy where I call it like I see it. I don't dance unless I hear good music. I don't scratch my head unless it itches. I don't tap dance for nobody. If DC don't show improve, play well this year, I'm flaming him. I'm telling you right now. But if he plays well, I'm going to give him his flowers. I'm going to congratulate him. And guess what? I hope and pray he plays well. Because I support Derek Carr. He's our quarterback. But I have to be fair. Whoever's not playing on this roster, if I'm going to get on these airwaves and talk about football, bro, I'm going to be fair all across the board, no matter who it is. So just know that, y'all. But we ain't getting into that. Ready to digest. Crosby prediction, 15 sacks this year. The pressure rate is the best indicator of sacks. He is due for more sacks because of his pressure rate. That is a stone cold lead pipe fact. It reminds me of Khalil Mack before he had his best season, where he, was made an all-pro team with 2 different positions. The year before that, he was getting more pressures than anybody. He was getting held. The next year, the refs respected it, and they called a lot of holding. That's the one thing that's going to unlock the greatness in Max Crosby. He needs to get some fucking calls, and I think Chandler Jones is going to allow for that. The Raiders need a 300-pound, sweat-titted man. I think they got a few, bro. Been bad, my guy. Salute to you. Wasted what's all the Yannick smoke. I'm here for it. Nah, there's no smoke because Yannick ain't here no more. I'm just saying. Like, sacks are great. We want more of them, right? But it can't just be that. It can't just be that, bro. It can't just be that. It has to be more, bro. It has to be more. Trust me, man. We should be worried about Yannick when we play against the Colts. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Because we know he's not going to tackle anybody. And I hope that we run at Yannick 20 times a game. That's what I hope. Wait, Max Crosby, Nick, what you? Yeah, bro, Sean Don, I don't know what my man talking about Nick Foles and Max Crosby, bro. I'm going to let him live. I ain't going to flame nobody, man. Robert Aguiar, I don't know why we pausing. We're definitely going to pause. It might be because of the whole 300-pound sweat titty thing. It might be. It was a little strange, but it's okay. But y'all, listen, man. We've gone over that. Wait, hold up. Yeah, listen. Bro, they pretty much fucking gave this man a fucking full body fucking... They Greco-Roman wrestled this man down to the ground, bro. It was ridiculous. And we got to get some more fucking holes, bro. Yes, you got to defend that run. Listen, that's what football is based on. Football is based on stopping the run, man. I'm going to tell you something, man. I welcome Yannick Ngakoue to come here. He could be as mad as he wants. I just hope Josh Jacobs breaks his goddamn jaw. Top beats. For all that haters, McDaniels went 6-0 with Tebow. This time, he has an entire team on the board. I think we're going to set the NFL on fire. I hope so, man. Denzel from Remember the Titans. Oh. You bugging. You right. You caught that, right? But y'all, listen, man. It's been a great live, man. I mean, I can't really think of anything else we didn't cover. We went over all of training camp today. We went over some of the moves. You know what I mean? I don't want to empty out the clip. We got another show later with my brother Docs. You got to pull up over there tonight. We are going live again, bro. We're gonna keep bringing you that content, bro. I'm gonna be on my brother tonight, man. It's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. Let me get to the next month, the next couple of chats, and then we're gonna get up out of here, yo. Big Mike Raider, my brother, collaborate on something special that's going on too, man. I'd rather have more pressures that lead to fumbles and interceptions than sacks. But you know what it is? And Andy said this on his show yesterday. Shout out to my Mount Shillmore brother, Andy. It's kind of when the sack happens. Like if that sack happens on third down in the fourth quarter that kills a drive, that's when I want that sack, man. That's when I want it, man. So, yo, we got to keep things in perspective. But throughout the game, yeah, you're right, Big Mike. See, folks, that's what a Raider fan is loyalty. Loyalty to the team, not specific players. And that's what we do, man. Kyle Holt, great show, Wasted. See you later with Dots. Appreciate you, bro. Be safe. God bless. Don't settle for less. Hey, yo, listen, on the way out, y'all make sure y'all pay that bar tab. Get wasted on the way out, man. I'm going to end this show, y'all. Love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Appreciate y'all for rocking with your brother, man. Yo, man, I can't wait for this season. This shit is going to be super, super exciting, man. And, yo, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. Get me to 5K, man. I mean, golly, man. What is taking so long, everybody? Get your brother signed up, man. Y'all pay that bar tab, man. Y'all get wasted. I will see y'all a little later, man. I'll be back on the night. Peace, y'all. Hey, yo, wait a minute, too, man. Do me a favor. Leave me a comment in the comment section if I forgot something. And if you guys really want Titty Tuesdays, you leave that in the comment section too. Wasted, y'all.